Oh, you're awake already? Did I leave you here for too long? I thought you'd have drifted into a web-bound sleep by now, but I see your eyes flickering around, hoping for an escape. How optimistic. Now, settle down. I know. You probably thought I abandoned you to the dark, left you dangling here to rot. But look at you, still so spirited, even after all this time. My little human pet, I do find your resilience fascinating. What's that? You have questions, don't you? Such pleading in those eyes. But I don't answer to you. You're here to entertain me, remember? I suppose I do feel a bit generous tonight. Tell me, have you thought much about what would happen if I decided to let you go? Oh no, not into the forest. That's far too risky. You've seen so little of this world, haven't you? You'd be lost to one of the others in no time at all. No, what I mean is, what if I let you go? Here, from my web, even just for a night. Imagine it. Freedom to stretch, to feel the cold stone beneath your feet. Maybe even a chance to look around my lair. Oh, I see your eyes light up at the idea. But of course, it's not as simple as that, my dear. There would be conditions. Just a few. You see, I need to be sure of your loyalty. What good is a little human pet if they're always thinking of escaping? So, consider this a test of your obedience. For tonight, I want you to perform a task for me. A simple one, really. I'll release the webs enough for you to move around, but only where I allow. Do you understand? No wandering, no little tricks, just obedience. Yes, that's right. I can see it. That spark in your eye. Defiance. Or perhaps curiosity. I'll indulge that curiosity of yours if you do exactly as I say. And maybe, if I'm pleased, I'll consider allowing you this little freedom again. Maybe even more. There. Now take a step forward. Yes, good. I like that look of caution on your face. Now, turn and follow my voice. Oh, don't worry, I'm not far. Just through this corridor of webs. Careful now. You wouldn't want to trip over one of these lines. They're so sensitive. One wrong move, and I'd know in an instant. Imagine you flailing in a tangle of webs, so close to freedom, only to be tangled right back where you started. Ah, here we are. Do you see this glistening cocoon? It holds something very precious to me. You, however, will find it a bit difficult. Inside this cocoon is a flower, a rare one, that blooms only once a century. I want you to reach in and pluck it out without breaking the silk. Yes, I know, it's delicate. But isn't that the point? Show me you can handle my trust with as much care as I've handled you. Just think, one slip and this task is over. And so, perhaps, is your chance for freedom. Now, take a deep breath, little human, and begin. Do you know why I've kept you here for so long? Why I chose to let you live when so many others would have perished in my web? You intrigue me, human, and I don't say that lightly. The others, they're mindless, really. Animals who struggle for a moment and then silence. But you persist. You cling to life, even now, like a moth drawn to light. Careful now, I can see your hands shaking. Do you feel the weight of this little task? Yes, I imagine you do. Well done. Perhaps I was right to spare you after all. It seems you are capable of following orders, if properly motivated. Hand it over now. Such a simple thing, really. So fragile, much like you. It's strange, isn't it? How fragile things can hold such value. And how the more delicate something is, the more intoxicating it is to protect, to possess. You know, I could keep you here forever, if I wished. You'd never have to think of the dangers of this world again. You'd be safe, tucked away here in my web, in my care. But you're human, and I suppose there's something in you that craves a little freedom, isn't there? Fine, a taste of freedom then. I'll allow you to move freely around my lair until dawn. But if I catch you venturing too far, if I even suspect you are trying to escape, well, you can imagine what happens next. One wrong step, and I'll make sure you never leave this web again. You'd become just another one of my treasures, bound here. But for now, enjoy. See what a generous queen I can be when you obey. I'll be watching you every step you take. And if you're good, perhaps there are more rewards in the future. Oh, and don't forget, dawn comes quickly. Make sure you're back in my web by then, or I'll find you. And the chase, my dear, won't be as merciful as my little game.